So before I get started on this short video, I'd just like to say I don't really care very much for American politics. I mean, whatever, it's Yankee politics. Yanks vote on whatever the hell they want to vote for. But this particular election has been very interesting, especially from my point of view. But anyway, so Donald Trump has won, believe it or not. I mean, I actually don't find this very surprising. I woke up this morning, turned on the radio, and as soon as I heard, as soon as I heard Donald Trump's name, I was like, oh yeah, there we go. He's fucking won it. I knew Donald Trump was going to win from the beginning, mainly because America will never vote on a woman. It's not sexist, they just won't do that. So, she was losing from the start, to be honest. The other reason I knew Trump was going to win was once he started gaining the media attention that he got, he basically couldn't lose. It's one of them things, they always say there's no such thing as bad publicity. Well, that's exactly what gave Trump his win, basically, was there was just so much media attention, almost oversaturation just for Trump alone, that it was like there was no way he could lose. If something is the only thing that's talked about, then that is guaranteed to be the thing that wins. If you don't even discuss the other candidate or even know who the other candidate is, then who's going to win? The one that's talked about, the one that's in the news 24/7. And it's actually quite ironic. All of the dirt and things and scandals that they tried to dig up to try and hinder Trump actually ended up helping him in the long term, because obviously it gave him more media attention, and at the end of it, I suspect a lot of Americans just thought, yeah, why not Trump? Screw it, he's the only one anyone talks about, he's meant to be this outrageous person, yeah, let's give him a go. So obviously a few things are going to happen as in the result of this election. Number one, people are going to lose their shit over this. Kind of like what people did when we had the vote for British independence. The result from that, people went absolutely berserk over that. And to them I say, just be glad you got the opportunity to vote. If you don't like the result of a democratic election or referendum, then go try living in North Korea or Syria or Russia or Libya or somewhere like that, where you don't even get the chance to vote, and then see how much you fucking complain about it, okay? Because just being able to vote is a fucking good thing. You may not like the result, and most of the time the stuff you vote for doesn't go through, or you feel like your vote is wasted, but hey, at least you got the chance to vote. And for all those of you who didn't vote because you thought, well, none of the candidates support my agenda, or I don't agree with any of them, fuck you, you're a moron. Alright, because even if you don't agree with something somebody says, or a certain policy, or you think that both of them are bad, hey, at least you voted on one of them, okay? It's always been my strong belief that if you don't vote, you shouldn't complain. So, that's quite a big thing. The other thing that I personally want to happen as a result of this election is I want to see the end to all the PC culture, the SJWs, things like Black Lives Matter, LGBT community, just all that stuff, third wave feminism, all that crap we've had to put up for the last, since about 2014 really, and before that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go watch the last 2 seasons of South Park and you'll see what I mean, because they fucking just hit the nail on the head so well with all that stuff. But that's what I want to see. I want to see an end to sort of all of that, because it just shows that all those ideas of complete diversity and not offending anyone and including everyone in everything, and victim culture and taking everyone's side without actually looking into it or getting any evidence for it, none of those ideas hold any water when someone like Trump can be elected as the American president. Alright, it's clearly obvious that none of those agendas or ideas matter anymore, because, you know, all of that has just gone to the wall now. You know, all that progress and things that people think they've made, none of that means anything now. When someone like Trump can get elected, that shows that everybody else's ideas are completely different from SJWs, from third wave feminists. Alright, you know, the majority of people just don't feel the same way. When somebody like Trump can get elected, it's obvious that things like that just aren't working anymore, or would never work. So, you know, it would be nice to see a complete end to that, so we just don't have to put up with it anymore. You know, we can say what we want to say about people, we can do what we want to do. You know, it's just no longer this constant fear of I mustn't offend anyone, or I mustn't say anything that's outside the, you know, somebody's fucking comfort zone or their safe zone. So yeah, let's see an end to that. I mean, you know, that's basically, you know, a big thing that could come from this. But for the time being, people are going to lose their shit over this. I actually thought it was going to start the Second American Civil War, which would have been interesting, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I'm pleased with this result, not because I'm American, but because Trump is pro-gun, and that means that America will continue supplying us ammunition for private use. So that's good, because there was a little bit, the market was kind of going a bit sour over here, or losing a bit, because people were getting worried that Clinton would get in, and then it would be a whole different story. Which it would be if she got in. She would have been the first US president. But as I said before, America will never vote for a female president. Although they did vote for a black one, which again, you know, didn't think they'd do that, but they did. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on the results of the election today. Okay, thanks, bye.